Hi guys and gals. This is sort of part 2 of my diagnosis of a squeaking, squealing noise under the hood. In part 1 I sprayed water on this pulley. I want you to be able to see where I'm pointing to. Right there. Okay? That's the harmonic balancer pulley. And I sprayed water there and the sound went away. Now what does that mean? I didn't touch any of the other pulleys, so that eliminates all the pulleys. Let's start with the water pump. We got a water pump pulley, we got a tensioner here, we've got a harmonic balancer pulley. Let's go over the other side. Alright, we're going back down to the harmonic. Well, let's go from the water pump pulley actually. And the water pump pulley coming to the driver's side, we've got an alternator pulley. We've got a power steering pump pulley, and we've got an idler pulley. Now the idler pulley just sits there and redirects the belt, and from there it goes back down to the harmonic balancer. So those are all pulleys, right? And when I sprayed water, there, right there, all the squeaking went away. So in my mind, unless I'm crazy, I've eliminated any pulleys squealing. None of those pulleys were making any noise once I sprayed water on there. Well, what does that leave me with? It leaves me with two things, in my opinion. It leaves me with the belt being worn or out of alignment, and it leaves me with not enough tension on the tensioner. Those are the only two things I can think of. When I spray water down there, the sound goes away. So that orange thing that you see there is from a company called Gates. They make belts. That's a gauge that you use to check the wear on a serpentine belt. I was lucky enough to get it stuck up in there. It's really not meant to be stuck there, but it is. If that little orange pointer thing, if you can't feel that above the height of the ribs, then the belt is worn. In other words, if it's falling down into that valley between the two ribs, then it means the metal parts of the pulleys have worn the rubber down. They've worn a deep groove down in there, and the tool is going down into that groove, and that indicates wear. Well, this tool is slightly above the groove, so the belt is not overly worn. I remember when I first got the tool, I tried it on a new belt and it stuck up a little bit higher than that, so there is some wear on this. This belt has probably only got less than 8,000 miles, not more than 10,000 for sure miles on it. So the belt looks good. There's nothing unusual about the belt. I looked at the alignment. The way I looked at the alignment is I tried to see like little gaps on either side of the pulleys that have high sidewalls, like the harmonic balancer, and actually the alternator has kind of a high sidewall on the pulley. So I looked at all of those and they all looked okay. I looked at the edges of the belt. The edges of the belt, if if it's misaligned, you'll see a lot of wear and tear and fraying on the edges. The edges look good. There's a tiny bit, hardly worth mentioning. It's a tiny bit of wear on the inside, I guess the side towards the back of the car, but it's really minor, very, very minor. So, I don't know, the belt's looking pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start the car and I'm going to put some tension on, some extra tension on the tensioner. I'm going to take a screwdriver, just put it right in there carefully and just do that. I'm going to put a little extra tension on the tensioner and see if that changes anything. If it does, then I think I've got a tensioner, not the pulley, but the tensioner part. The spring is probably weak and I either need to put a new one on or one of those ones that has a fixed tensioner in it. But let's start it up and try this test. Okay, we've got a nice squealy thing going on here. Car's just idling. If it gets warm, the fans might come on, but I think they're off now. Now remember what I told you already. I sprayed water right there and the sound went away. I'm not going to do it again. You got to take my word for it. Water on the harmonic balancer in those grooves makes it go away. So as I said, that eliminates all the pulleys. It's not a pulley. So it's the belt. Is it wear on the belt or is it not enough tension on the belt? So now we're going to put some extra tension. We're not going to go too hard, because we go too hard, I mean, you know, that's abnormal. Alright, we're in there. And I'm pulling on it. Let's see if you can see the marks there. Kind of in the middle. This little mark here, and then there's 1, 2, 3 marks on the tensioner. So you can see I'm moving it, right? See the mark moving? And it's not changing the sound. So I am going to conclude that it's just the belt. Maybe it's the brand of the belt. It's halfway worn down, in my opinion. Let's show you one more time. I'll spray the water on it. Alright, you ready? In my water bottle, spraying water on the harmonic balancer. You hear the squeak? Gone. Squeak comes back. See, it's a little less now because there's some residual water left there. Now it's like a little chirpy thing. You ready? Here's the spray. Gone. So, I don't know, no matter how you slice it. There we go again. Let's put some tension on the tensioner while the water, you know, there's a little bit of water on there. The tension on the tensioner is not doing anything. Still got the squeak. Let's make the squeak go away. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Gone. Okay, I gotta get me a new belt. I am concluding it's just a belt. It's either not a quality belt, even though it's only worn about halfway down. It's maybe got some glazing on it. If it's not a quality belt, it may have been made with materials that got a glaze to it. And of course the water lubricates the glaze, so it makes it quiet for a while. So that's it. That's a wrap. I'm glad I did this. I put more tension on the tensioner. It didn't make a difference. Gotta get a belt. Okie doke. I'll see you later, guys and gals. I hope this helps. Please give me a thumbs up if it helps. If you want to see more from Froggy, I'm giving you the real deal here. This is how it's done in many home garages all across the country. This is Froggy's Garage. See you later. Bye-bye.